Alright, let's talk about something fascinating in the world of crypto meme coins. These aren't your typical investments like stocks or real estate. They often start as a joke, inspired by internet memes, and their value is driven almost entirely by community excitement and social media hype. People are drawn to them for a few reasons. First, there's the incredibly low entry price. You can buy millions of these tokens for just a few dollars, which feels a lot more exciting than buying a tiny fraction of a Bitcoin. Second, there's the community. It feels like you're part of a movement, a big inside joke that could potentially make everyone rich. It's this combination of fun, community, and the lottery-like chance of massive returns that makes them so appealing. Now let's look at the king of the meme coin world, Shiba Inu, or Shibi. This token exploded onto the scene and became a household name for a reason. It branded itself as the Dogecoin killer and built an incredible amount of hype. The creators sent half of the total supply to Vitalik Buterin, the co-founder of Ethereum, which was a brilliant marketing move. When he donated a portion to charity and burned the rest, it created massive headlines. SHIB's rise was fueled by its accessibility on major exchanges like Coinbase and Binance, and a series of viral social media campaigns that got millions of people talking and, more importantly, buying. It showed everyone that a meme coin could achieve a multi-billion-dollar market cap, creating life-changing wealth for early investors. So where does a newer token like Wiki Cat, or WKC, fit into this picture? Wiki Cat is also a meme coin, but it tries to do things a little differently. Its main feature is its connection to a decentralized wiki platform, aiming to build a knowledge base or a community-driven information hub. The idea is to create some form of utility beyond just being a speculative asset. WKC operates on the Binance Smart Chain, which means transactions are generally faster and cheaper than on the Ethereum network, where Shibi was born. Its current market position is what you would call micro-cap. It's still very small, known only to a niche group of crypto enthusiasts, and hasn't yet broken into the mainstream consciousness. The core difference between early SHIB and current WKC is their starting narrative and market presence. Shiba Inu was pure unapologetic hype from day one. Its goal was simple: to capture the magic of Dogecoin and grow as fast as possible. Wiki Cat, on the other hand, is trying to balance its meme identity with a utility-focused project. This can be a double-edged sword. While having a use case is great, it can sometimes dilute the simple, powerful message that makes a meme coin go viral. For now, WKC remains a small fish in a massive ocean, still waiting for its moment to catch a wave of popular attention. A wave that Shib so expertly rode to the top. When you compare Shiba Inu and Wiki Cat on market size, it's not even a fair fight. It's like comparing a global superstar to a local band playing in a garage. Shiba Inu, at its peak, reached a market capitalization of over $40 billion. Let me say that again, $40 billion. It consistently ranks among the top 20 cryptocurrencies in the world and is traded on every major exchange you can think of. This massive size means it has huge liquidity, so you can buy or sell large amounts without drastically affecting the price. Its popularity is global, with millions of holders and a name that even people outside of crypto have heard of. Wiki Cat is on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Its market capitalization is tiny, often measured in the low millions or even less. This makes it an extremely high-risk, high-reward situation. A small amount of buying pressure could theoretically send its price soaring, but it could just as easily go to zero. WKC is only available on decentralized exchanges like PancakeSwap, which are less user-friendly for beginners than centralized platforms like Coinbase. This lack of accessibility is a major hurdle. To a new investor, figuring out how to buy WKC is a lot more complicated than just clicking buy on a mainstream app, which keeps its potential audience very limited for now. Let's talk about the communities, because that is the lifeblood of any meme coin. The Shiba Inu community, known as the SHIB Army, is massive, organized, and relentless. They are everywhere on Twitter, Reddit, Telegram, and Discord, constantly promoting the token, sharing news, and creating memes. This army works around the clock to keep the hype alive. They successfully lobbied for exchange listings and even pushed major companies like AMC Theaters to accept Shibi as payment. This isn't just a group of investors, it's a powerful, decentralized marketing machine that has been instrumental in Shibi's long-term survival and success. The Wiki Cat community, while passionate, is incredibly small in comparison. It exists in a few Telegram groups and on Twitter, but it lacks the scale and influence of the SHIB army. Where SHIB has millions of followers, WKC has a few thousand. The ecosystem reflects this. Shiba Inu has developed its own decentralized exchange called Shiba Swap, a metaverse project, and plans for a Layer 2 blockchain called Shibarium. Wiki Cat's ecosystem is still in its infancy, centered around its wiki concept, which has not yet gained significant traction or demonstrated a clear, compelling use case that would attract a massive user base. The community and ecosystem must grow exponentially to even begin to compete. The story of Shiba Inu's explosive growth cannot be told without talking about social media. Hype was the rocket fuel. It all started with a simple, powerful narrative that was easy to share. The Dogecoin killer. This catchy phrase was perfect for Twitter hashtags and Reddit posts. The Shiba army took this and ran with it, creating a constant stream of viral content. Every time the price ticked up, it was celebrated with memes and posts that created a powerful sense of FOMO, or the fear of missing out. People who missed Dogecoin's initial run saw SHIB as their second chance, and this narrative spread like wildfire across every social media platform. The impact of news and influencers was also gigantic for Shiba Inu. Mainstream news outlets like CNN and Forbes started covering its incredible price surge, which brought in a flood of new everyday investors. When influential figures even indirectly mentioned Shiba, it would cause massive price spikes. The coin's listing on major platforms like Robinhood was the result of a long and loud social media campaign by its community. Every positive development, no matter how small, was amplified 1,000 times over by the SHIB army, creating a self-sustaining cycle of hype, media attention, and new investment that propelled it to unbelievable heights. So why hasn't Wiki Cat seen this same kind of attention? The simple answer is that it hasn't captured the internet's imagination yet. Its marketing and narrative are not as clear or compelling as SHIB's was. Building a decentralized wiki is a noble goal, but it's not as catchy or exciting as killing Dogecoin. It doesn't create the same level of urgency or FOMO. Without a simple, powerful story to tell, it's very difficult to go viral. WKC's social media presence is minimal, and it lacks the army of dedicated promoters needed to break through the noise of the crowded crypto market. Furthermore, the overall market environment has changed. When SHIB was rising, the crypto market was in a massive bull run, and investor appetite for risky meme coins was at an all-time high. Today, in 2025, investors are more cautious. The initial gold rush mentality has faded, and people are more skeptical of new projects promising astronomical returns. Wiki Cat is launching into a tougher, more discerning market. To get noticed, it needs more than just a cute mascot. It needs a truly groundbreaking idea, or a marketing campaign so brilliant that it becomes impossible to ignore. So far, that hasn't happened. So, what is the possible future for Wiki Cat? Let's be honest, the path to becoming the next Shiba Inu is incredibly narrow and filled with challenges. The biggest challenge is competition. There are thousands of meme coins all competing for attention, and most of them will fail. To stand out, WKC needs to build a much larger and more active community. This would require a significant shift in its marketing strategy, moving from its current niche focus to a broader, more aggressive campaign. It needs a simple, viral narrative that people can get excited about and share. Otherwise, it will remain lost in the sea of other small-cap tokens. Another major risk is its reliance on a utility that hasn't proven itself yet. While the idea of a decentralized wiki is interesting, it faces a huge uphill battle against established platforms like Wikipedia. For the utility to drive value, it needs millions of users, and it's not clear how WKC plans to achieve that. If the platform fails to gain traction, the token is left with nothing but its meme status, which, as we've seen, isn't strong enough on its own right now. The token's future is therefore tied to the success of a project that is frankly a long shot. This makes it a far riskier bet than a pure meme coin that lives or dies on hype alone. With all that said, there is still a glimmer of potential, however small. Because WKC has such a small market cap, it wouldn't take a massive amount of money to cause a significant price increase. A partnership with a major influencer, a sudden viral trend, or a breakthrough in its platform's development could theoretically ignite a spark. Early investors in these types of projects are betting on that slim chance. They see the low price and dream of a 100 times or even 1,000 times return, similar to what early SHIB investors experienced. It's a high-stakes gamble on capturing lightning in a bottle for a second time. In summary, while it's fun to dream, Wiki Cat becoming the next Shiba Inu is highly unlikely without fundamental changes. SHIB was a unique phenomenon, a perfect storm of timing, marketing genius, and community power that is incredibly difficult to replicate. WKC has a much steeper hill to climb in a more skeptical market. For anyone considering investing in meme coins like WKC or even SHIB, please remember these are some of the riskiest assets you can buy. Their value can disappear overnight. Always do your own research, understand the immense risks, and never ever invest more than you are willing to lose.